And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Postseason baseball, Singy, it's always great to see and be a part of.
Oh, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, guys coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today. I think he was sitting off speed there.
A wind in the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Righty delivers. To the right side, Segura handles. Gets it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, we could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin.
Can't glove it cleanly. That leaves him without a throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Manny Machado up to the plate. The pitch. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So 2 down now, and here is Jake Cronenworth. And a pitch. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Padres leave 1, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the first. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Cronenworth drifts towards it. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Batting second.
As we take a gander at Joe Girardi's lineup for the Phillies. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Rolled over to third. Machado picks it up. Zips it to first. And here this afternoon, two quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Batting third, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. JT Realmuto, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Three-2 now. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And he deals. The punch out there. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Scoreless after 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Here's Josh Bell. And the righty deals. Out to short. Stop. Picks it up. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 17.
Brandon Drury to the plate. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Thank you.
Next one just misses, and it's a full count. 1 down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. No score here in the second. Into center. Marsh ranging back, and there's 2 away.
Batting seventh, the shortstop,
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, and now here's the veteran DH, Bryce Harper.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Here's Harper, the count 2-1. Fouls one off. 2-2. Stays alive. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And he'll be safe at first. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Good luck trying to pick that one at first. Kind of one of those in-between hops, and it took a pretty nasty bounce on him at the end. Ate him up all the way, so all they could hope for was just trying to knock it down.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And the pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Sneaks through, base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Castellanos aboard here at first with nobody out. Darvish checks on the runner, and they got him.
So much for their first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Two outs, base is empty. This is Bryson Stott. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouled off left side. One, two now.
Ball. 3-2 to count.
Fouled off to the right.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Gene Segura at the plate here. The pitch. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Out at third. And that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here in Philadelphia, top half of the 3rd inning, stepping in, Trent Grisham. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Out there to center. Marsh under it. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Austin Nola.
And now it's Austin Nola. Bounced out to short. Stop. Over to pick it up. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
The batter, the left fielder.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out, and that ends the frame. Padres down in order. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Phillies, Gene Segura. Right side, hard hit. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get one.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And now 2 balls and a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Darvish checks on the runner. Marsh back in on a dive. Marsh stands at first with 1 out. Runner on the move. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Great jump.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1 run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
And the 3-1. And a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. Chases that one out of the zone, and there's 2 away.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That's to third. Machado throws to first in time. And that is the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto.
Well, Juan Soto had a huge 2021 season, just 1 point shy of 1,000 for OPS. Absolutely a monster at the plate. This guy's pretty special.
Foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive to short and caught.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. Struck out swinging his first time. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
And here it comes. And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh sizes this one up, and in one hops the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there, and forget it. It's out of here. Jake Cronenworth will touch them all, and that gives them a lead. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right side, Segura collects it. In plenty of time to first, got the out.
The first baseman, number 17, Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury will hit next. And a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to Bohm. Tosses to first, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the home team down a run. Back here at the ballpark, and now it is JT Realmuto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Fouled off. He was late. The pitch. Hard hit left side. And that hits off the base. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. And now here is Harper.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ripped, but it curls foul. That hits the dirt, and now it's 3-2.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
First and second, no outs. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And a 3-1 on the way. First and second here, no outs. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Up the middle, base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. In there, he scores. It's 3-2.
Comes through to drive in a pair and give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now it's the shortstop, Bryson Stott. Gonna count 1-2. The pitch. That one blasted deep to right. Way back, on its way. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. That's what the fans came to see, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Gene Segura reached out an error his first time up. The 3-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. The throw is wild and it gets away.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it. Cost him an extra base too.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Adrian Morejon. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Segura at second with nobody out. And down on strikes he goes, and one gone.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Kyle Schwarber now at the plate. Runner leads away at second. Slapped foul. the pitch. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
The first baseman, number 17.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
Hoskins.
More home throws over. Segura dives back in. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. And that is that. But not before 5 cross the plate. With the big blow being this 3-run homer. It's now 6-2. Welcome back. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ha-Sung Kim. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And he grabs it foul. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Here's a 1-2. That one down the line, and foul ball. One and 2 now. Popped up. Segura moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be JT Realmuto. And the pitch. Out to short. Kim with the throw to first. And Realmuto is out.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper. Left-hand batter waits. Well struck, right field. That's back there. It bangs off the wall. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. And he gets tied up right there. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Save. He's out following the drop third strike.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alec.
Now here is Alec Bohm. At the belt and fires. Swings through that one for strike two.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
And now it's filled up.
Clearly, he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Back to work. 3-2 now. That one the other way. Over to Ken. 1. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 6 and the Padres 2. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Top of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and deals. And it's even up.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
The batter, the right fielder,
Juan Soto now. Squibbed out in front of the plate. Sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Machado.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
The wind of the pitch. And that one hit to first. And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field.
So man aboard. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Castellanos whips it back in. Runner holds on at third base. So Singy, let's dive into the numbers courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Phillies 6 and the Padres 2. Back here in Philadelphia, well, we go bottom 6. Digging in, Bryson Stott.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Ground ball right side. Oh, the throw is wild. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great. Nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Here's the second baseman, Gene Segura. Stop. Gets his lead at first with nobody out. Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. One down.
Center fielder, number 16.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And now the lefty. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner for first. On and miss. Throw there. Safe. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Left-hand hitter waits. Out to short. Kim with the throw to first. And now two gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Strike two.
One thing on his mind right there with that swing. He's trying to go deep.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. One left for Philadelphia. They lead it 6-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game, trying to protect this lead.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
So digging in, Brandon Drury. Here's a 1-1. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh. So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Seong Kim. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Next offering is downstairs.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Trent Grisham digs in now. Two down, nobody on. Out to center. Marsh sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Pierce Johnson.
number 36, Pierce Johnson.
Rhys Hoskins stands in for the Phillies. Here comes a pitch. And that one fouled off. Out to short. Kim handles. one up, one down.
Now batting, the catcher.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And he picks it up in foul territory. Kicks and fires. Chopped left side. And Realmuto is out.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Harper.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Here's a 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Action in the pen down there. Tim Hill getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Right-handed reliever. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Bryce Harper goes deep, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2. Singing, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. The 1-1. In the air, center field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's 7-2. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the catcher, Austin Nola. The pitch. This ball's chopped on the ground. Bare hand grab, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The left fielder, number 10,
Jurickson Profar, the next up for the Padres. Bounce to the right, and that's just foul. A wind in the pitch. And a foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto, the next up for the Padres. And the right-hander deals. This one chopped up the middle. Stop, picks it up to first. They get the out on Soto. That's the 3rd out. Padres go down quietly. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Steven Wilson on the pitch here. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. And the righty deals. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Bryson Stott, the next to hit. Double play ball to second. Over to Kim. 1. Over to first. Safe.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Segura.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Gene Segura. And a pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
And he deals. And that skips in the dirt. Bullpen action for the Padres. Tim Hill getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. And welcome back. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. The pitch. That one ripped right center field. And it hits the top of the wall. Segura relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So man aboard. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Jake Cronenworth. Next offering is fouled back.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swings and misses. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Up next to the Padres,
Josh Bell at the plate now.
Josh Bell.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Schwarber right there to make the grab. Out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brandon.
So up next, Brandon Drury. Just 1 strike away. He swings and fouls one off. Down to their final strike. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Is just 1 strike away. Got it. Ball game.